This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to Ico Pod. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 125 of Ico Pod. I'm Bob Conley Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley and Austin Skinner. Guys, we survived fucking WrestleMania 11. I was not fucking thrilled about it. What about you?
I was waiting for some more shit there, but nothing happened.
So was I, and then I was like, wait, does he want us to jump in right here because he's not saying anything? Yeah, WrestleMania sucked, and I'm hoping it's only an uphill battle from here. Yeah, that's not the right term, but I hope it gets better.
I feel like it should be downhill.
Downhill. We got a downhill.
Yeah, because uphill would be worse.
Yeah.
Here's Dallas. Give me more shit.
Yeah, I hope it sucks, so I'm miserable every day.
I haven't had enough. How about Mantar in the main event? Yeah, I love it. Quang for the IC title? Give it to me. I'm going to love it so much.
Yeah, so... You know what I noticed though is everyone's really excited for us to have watched that shitty show. Everyone keeps commenting that they're excited about our reactions, but like I don't.
Hell, these are the same people that wanted us to watch the Battle Royal at Albert Hall.
Heard the
our
stories.
Listeners are complete assholes.
I'm glad I missed out on that. I really am.
Yeah, I regret watching it every day of my life.
I would say that show was probably worse than WrestleMania, wouldn't you?
Oh
I don't think we enjoyed it at all.
Oh. No.
So
there was no redeeming quality to it at all.
But yeah, speaking for myself, I personally absolutely loved WrestleMania 11.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Favorite show to date? I really liked the tag match.
Which one?
I forgot already.
The tag match. Didn't you hear him?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, fuck that show. And anybody who likes it, and if it's a guilty pleasure for you, fuck off. Because it ain't good. I've literally, I can't tell you on the spot right now. It's so bad, but I can't remember most of the matches, and we just watched it last week.
Well, it was a super forgettable card in general. It was on paper. I was like, wait, what are matches? Oh, that's fucking sucks. So they're all super forgettable matches. And then the only decent one you were on eBay for. So, I mean, it wasn't good. It was a bad show.
Well, and here's the thing, and I think I kind of touched on this a little bit when we talked last week, but if you were to strip all the banners away and the ring skirt, and even just maybe the crowd too, and you were to put a Superstars, a WrestleMania, and a Raw all together next to each other, you wouldn't really be able to tell which one was WrestleMania. Because all of the matches are interchangeable. It doesn't matter. Nothing was special. They tried to put a nice veneer over it with the celebrities and all this shit, but it's dude, none of this was WrestleMania caliber worthy shit. None of it.
There was some good stuff on it. I mean, Diesel Shawn was okay.
Diesel
Not a
Shawn
WrestleMania all-time classic. That was okay. And then I feel like LT did a solid job.
He was surprisingly better than I thought.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Aside from all of that, that was a bad show. There just was not really any standout performances. I mean, 1, 2, 3 Kid did a couple of cool kicks, I guess, in his,
his
karate gear. Yeah,
his gi, his karate gi.
I was gonna say a geisha, but that makes no sense.
No.
But
I knew it.
Speaking of no sense, how about here's an update on the life of Bob when I'm a complete idiot. So I've had a printer for 3 years. Austin,
Don't even bring this fucking printer up, dude.
So, Austin, you're aware of this printer because you saw this printer when you were still in Syracuse.
I saw Bob literally have a 10-round fucking prize fight with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice printer. It's a scanner. It's a whole thing.
You beat its ass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait, did Bob get really pissed at it? Because he was getting really pissed at iTunes recently, too.
Yeah, Bob beat the printer's ass like it owed him
Listen,
money.
I figured out iTunes. Okay. On my own.
Congratulations, it's 2020.
Yeah, I did it all on my own. I did not FaceTime Dallas asking me, man, how the hell do you do this? That didn't happen. Okay?
No, it
Jesus
didn't.
Christ.
Anyway, this damn printer, right? I haven't printed anything out of it for 3 years because I thought like it didn't do like it wasn't working for that.
Because you beat its ass.
Right. Well, there you go. Right? So, recently, Sarah and I have like put some stuff on Macari, and if you have somebody pay for the shipping, you have to print out your own shipping label.
Okay.
And Sarah's like, well, you have a printer, so that would work. I'm like, yeah, but like, it says I have like the wrong paper. And she's like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, it just says like I don't have the right paper for it. And she's like, that makes no sense. What are you talking about? So she's like finagling with it, right? And I ended up having to get some like more ink because I think the ink originally just dried out or something. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So I had to go and get some new ink. So I put it in there, and she's just like, so how are you putting the paper in here?
Oh, no.
And I showed her.
I know where this is going.
And she goes, Bob, I love you, but that's for if you're trying to make a copy. And I was like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, that's not where the paper goes. And she's like, you see this thing? And I'm like, yeah. And she hits it, and it pops open. And she goes, yeah, it goes there.
Oh, no.
She just loads up some paper. She connects whatever she needs to connect from her phone to there, and it prints out the shipping label. She goes, there you go. It's like, how long have you had that for? I was like, 3 years. And she's like, how have you printed anything out of it? I'm like, nope.
Dude, the last time you probably used it was for IcoPod notes when we would print them out.
Well, yeah, but that was, I don't even think it was for that one. I think it was for the other piece of shit one that like, the white one that I had that
it was the
somehow got like off-centered. Yeah. So I bought that one mainly for the I guess the scanning part, because I was like, I was uploading some stuff for like from like wrestling magazines. And I was like, it would be nice to be able to print shit out, and I guess never I figured it out how to properly do it. She looked at it for about 13 seconds, and it was like, that's how you do it, you dumb idiot. And I was like, oh.
I fucking love that.
And I was like, well, dinner. Yeah. And then I was like, dinner's ready.
I love that.
That was awesome.
It's pretty embarrassing. I'm 31. Don't know how to put a printer together. It's fine. She puts together all the furniture. I mean, anything. She put together my exercise bike. I just handed her stuff and held stuff together.
So basically, you're the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's okay.
Bookcases,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. It's fine.
That's so funny.
Dallas, are we gonna do our announcement on this episode? Because this was technically released.
Yeah, so I think that this is gonna be kind of old news by the time this episode.
Dallas and I are in a relationship. We've been together now for about 2.5 weeks. He kicked out Kaylee
and Sarah. They're both gone.
Yeah, fucking see ya.
I know how to put paper in the printer, so Bob doesn't need her. But yeah, so it's already been posted, but if you have not heard, me and Bob have started a new project that Bob claims that I pulled his arm on and that I'm dragging him into.
It is.
Yeah.
However, me and Bob have started the TNA Cross the Line podcast, where we are covering currently the weekly pay-per-views. We're starting from the first NWA TNA pay-per-view from June 19th, 2002, and working our way forward. We're watching the company be born, basically, and watching all the weird shit they do. And let me tell you, in pay-per-view number 1, they're already starting off strong. So if you have not listened yet, we have 2 episodes by the time this airs, I think there's only going to be 2 up still. Maybe 3 at that point.
There might be 3.
There might be 3. However, 2 episodes definitely should be up. An introduction episode where we kind of talk about the leading up to the company being born and, the gist of an idea. And then we do a live watch along with the first pay-per-view, similar to what you guys are used to here on IcoPod. So hope you'll check it out. And we'll have links on social and stuff already. So hopefully you guys will enjoy.
And you know what? Just to touch on it too really quick, I think it's going to be really interesting because not only is it experiencing the birth of TNA, but really these monthly pay-per-views, from what I understand, is almost like the afterbirth. Because you never really know what's going to come out, and it's real weird. So get ready for that. I cannot wait to listen to the first episode, as I am not a full-time roster member of that project, but I am going to definitely be a dedicated listener, and can't wait to see and hear what unfolds.
Yeah, see, now this was something that I've always wanted to do, was like follow a company from the very beginning. And I remember originally I was like, Austin, IcoPod, let's start in 1962. We'll get as much TV as we possibly can, and we'll watch. Austin pretty much blocked my number, and I had to figure out a way to get back in contact with him.
Yeah.
So we compromised with the first Raw. But with this one, with TNA, it's episode 1, no real backstory to it. We're seeing everything as it progresses. And let me tell you, I think everybody that knows Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever you want to call it, they do a lot of different shit. One thing could happen one week, and then the next week be totally forgotten about. Okay? In the first watch-along episode, there's shit that, like, come on, why are we doing this?
I couldn't believe it, and I've seen that show possibly more than once, and I was still shocked, and I could not believe the shit we were watching. So
all the TNA stuff, I mean, I haven't seen it in about 10 years, at least, because I don't really go back and watch the TNA weeklies, because I do the written reviews, and I actually have to make sure I finish up the written reviews before we get to the watch-alongs, because then I won't actually write about them. So I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was like the episode was like an hour 46, the watch along part, and it flew by.
Oh yeah, dude. After the first hour, we were like, wait a second, we've already broken past the first hour. It was super quick. I mean, so it's so different, and so there's that.
Just like how we have here on IcoPod, we have a couple of guys that do the opener for us. You'll be in for a treat. We have a couple of TNA originals.
We sure do. And
doing our openers. I'm not going to reveal it. You'll have to listen.
No.
So you can probably listen for the first 15 seconds and then just tune out.
It'll still count as a listen.
Yeah,
so
we'll still count
I'll take it. But yeah, that's actually that part that really set it in for me. And we got one of my all-time favorites. So check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff there. And we also kind of do, we'll mention what they're doing on the independent scene. So it's like, because they're not like exclusive. So, I'll mention, what they do like the weekend before, kind of just see how their careers, both on the indies and in TNA, kind of go through the ranks, at least the memorable stuff.
And that'll be even some cool stuff too, especially for people who, again, were into wrestling hardcore around that time, because it might be a lot easier to find some people that can relate to that some stuff, because really 95 is so niche. But once you speed it up into the 2000s, you might even be able to get people on to talk with you guys who have been to some of those indie shows.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And you know what? In 2002 is like really a boom period for
completely
wrestling. Because like I mentioned on there, a handful of companies started up, like Ring of Honor started up, MLW, just to name a couple.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, completely. So and a lot of weird things happen on the independent scene that shouldn't happen. So I think it would be a lot of fun to look into that.
Yeah.
And of course we also do observer notes like we do here. So why don't I get into the observer notes for episode 125 as we get out of WrestleMania 11? Just a couple of notes this week. There are no syndication notes, by the way, because it was WrestleMania weekend. What the hell are they going to do a day or an hour before the show? Nothing, so I'm not even going to waste my time. But the World Wrestling Federation will be holding their last show at the Boston Gardens on May 13th. And the announced main event for that is WWF World Champion Diesel defending against Sid. We noted at WrestleMania 11 there was a bunch of photographers at ringside.
Yeah.
And there was a purpose for that. And that purpose was to capture as many pictures of Lawrence Taylor against Bam Bam Bigelow as possible. But it's noted that that's likely over now because you guys will remember one photographer got in Shawn Michaels' way and was promptly dragged and nearly trampled on the floor during the title match. Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor were actually on the Howard Stern show on March 28th for about 45 minutes. And usually Howard Stern likes to kind of insult professional wrestling. But I'm assuming with a wrestler and a football player in the studio, he played it up as being a big deal. So that might have helped some interest there. Howard Stern fans tend to be supportive for whatever he does. In the last Monday Night Raw leading into WrestleMania, which was mostly a recap show that Austin and Dallas thoroughly enjoyed.
No, you bastard.
And also featured a no-holds-barred match between Bret Hart and Owen Hart that earned a 3.2 rating. So kind of a relatively stronger rating for a television show that was mostly highlight videos and a kind of throwaway no-holds-barred match that really wasn't a no-holds-barred match.
I want to say that rating blows me away. But really with WrestleMania being around the corner and like Dallas mentioned a couple episodes back, just because it is the season of WrestleMania and you have LT involved, it makes sense, you know. But realistically, for us watching it through who is consistent, so if you're consistently watching, dedicated watcher at this time in 95, there's basically nothing on that episode that you haven't already seen or don't already know other than the Owen and Bret. And really, you've seen that before too. So it's so funny looking back at some of this stuff. Like, how the fuck did that do a 3.2? But, you know, it all makes sense in the end, I guess.
Didn't they have like a similar match on like Action Zone when that first started up? Like 3 or 4 months ago. I feel like there was a similar one to that.
And it had a stipulation to it, if I remember correctly.
That's what I'm saying. I think it might have been like a no holds barred type of thing.
It definitely did. It definitely did.
House show notes. There's 2 of them. One of them is USWA. There wasn't any WWF ones because once again it's WrestleMania weekend. Why the hell would you do one? So the other one is actually going to be some WCW.
Ooh. I'm into hearing about that.
And here's the thing, I might kind of throw these suckers in too now, because you know what, it's after WrestleMania, it's a new season, and we're eventually going to be getting into WCW. Anyway, we covered WCW for bonus episodes, and that's going to be most likely a routine thing. So why not? I probably should have been doing it since episode 1, but hey, 124 episodes later, here I am. All right, so the first one's USWA. It's also on April 3rd, 1995. Memphis, Tennessee. It drew 1,100 fans. And this is kind of a stronger show. So let's check it out here. Chris Kanyon defeated Ted Allen. Gorgeous George III defeated Scott Studd. Davey Haskins defeated Spellbinder. Reggie B. Fine and Miss Texas defeated Jack Hammer and Sweet Georgia Brown. Marcus Dupree defeated Crusher Bones. USWA Tag Team Champions PG-13 retained over Tommy Rich and Doug Gilbert. Brian Lee won the USWA title by defeating Brian Christopher. And get this, guys, this one might shock you. In a USWA Unified World Championship match, Razor Ramon defeated Bill Dundee.
What?
To win the championship.
Okay, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Fucking front row, buddy.
So here's the thing. I am going to this show largely because I feel like the last 3 matches are pretty strong. That's like a triple main event. I'm going to go see.
Yeah.
Brian Lee, I don't really remember hearing his name in USWA matches that I've covered on here. And I read kind of in the Observer, I guess, that they're trying to maybe groom him to be a top heel in the USWA. And around this time is when he started being a heel duo with Candido. It might have been it was 94. So he was a better heel than he was a babyface.
Right.
So I'm going to go to this one. I think
yes. Same here,
Yeah.
just because, hey, a Wild Canyon appearance. Canyon
And he
Mart for
won.
sure. Yeah. So, and yeah, dude, the main event, Razor winning the straps. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see what happens there.
I do remember this because at this time I was kind of routinely getting Pro Wrestling Illustrated because my mom would just shut me up for like $3 that the magazines cost. I remember seeing like Razor Ramon winning a championship that I had never heard of.
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, this guy won it. So
That
was pretty intriguing to see this like in our timeline. So Dallas, is this one that you would go to or no?
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys said. So yeah, I'd be going.
Yeah, you would definitely be going if there was TNA in the title of the promotion, but
Well, we all know that's the truth.
we all know that. Yeah.
Can we watch a USWA show soon?
So the only stuff they have is TV. Like they didn't ever record, or I mean they did record probably their big events, but they probably taped over the master tapes.
Yeah.
So the only stuff that they would really have is like a TV show.
Well, if something comes up and it sounds particularly strong, we should fucking watch it.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I could maybe try to find. There's probably stuff on YouTube that we.
I'd be curious, just because that's not something I've ever seen.
I've never seen a USWA show ever, never.
I don't know why, but for some reason I thought there wasn't any footage of it or something like that. So that must just be in my head.
No, so there's like the main feed of it, which was in like Memphis or whatever, was an hour and a half. But that apparently does not exist really anywhere. So like all the copies that I have and that's in like the tape trading community, that somehow still exists without streaming. It's the Evansville feed, which was an hour.
Oh.
And I've noticed like, so you have these big shows on April 3rd or whatever. So the stuff in Evansville is like 3 or 4 days after the fact. So Razor Ramon winning the championship on a Monday, you're watching the Evansville feed. You would not know that would happen until the next week. So it's like almost like a week behind. It's like weird.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to notice that. So.
Well, and it's kind of the same thing. It seems like a trend, especially in the 80s, 90s, where these smaller, let's say less funded promotions would just save the money and either not even mass produce their television or just literally tape over the same tape every single week. Because I'm facing the same thing with WCCW. It's crazy that like those secondary cities, for me it's the opposite. All you can find is the Dallas stuff, their main city. And whatever was filmed in Fort Worth is basically gone. There's no footage of it. So what Bob is facing here is the opposite. All the main stuff in Memphis is like virtually non-existent. He's just getting the secondary city. So it's such a weird thing to kind of imagine. Imagine if WWF Raw 93, they only had from certain cities, not the full year. Of course, that's not the case because they had the budget and the television and all of that stuff. But it's so weird to, see the star power, but realize that they didn't have TV deals. Because there's some star power out there. It's just really, really weird that in today's landscape, it's not like that. If something happens in bumfuck Egypt, somebody films it, puts it on YouTube, and everybody can see it, and that footage will never be lost. So it's just an overabundance compared to a scarcity of what it used to be.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that the USWA or even like WCCW and countless others, Smoky Mountain too, for like the big events, sure, with USWA it's weekly every Monday, but back then, if you were to be like, hey, you didn't see the Monday arena show, we'll sell it to you for $19, $20. Today, I mean, I would pay a boatload of money for like every single Monday super card that Memphis put on.
Right.
Because, some of the shit they did like in the late 80s or mid 80s and even early like 90s, like that's some intriguing stuff.
Yeah.
That I would love to have seen.
Right.
Maybe you'll see a couple of highlight videos and clips on the secondary, TV shows like in Evansville and stuff like that. But to watch the full like 2-hour show or something, I'd be like, fuck yeah, man. I'd be all for it.
Right, and like that's all that's available, and it's crazy because you'll hear of these matches and this will be this show, and then it's like, well, fuck, I'll never see it. It's just really weird that how far wrestling has come and how far, I guess, just recording in general has come for like live things. It's crazy. It's weird.
There's a really good YouTube video highlighting like the Austin Idol Jerry Lawler feud from like 1987 that ended in a hair versus hair cage match. I would suggest watching that because that's actually really entertaining. And
that sounds really cool.
And it kind of really got me into like the idea of covering the Memphis stuff, and it's a lot of fun for when I just sit down and watch it. Here, the second show though of is WCW World Championship Wrestling. For those of you that don't know, this one took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on April 1st, 1995, and the attendance. Take a guess on the attendance of a 1995 WCW house show in Philadelphia.
300.
Oh, I was going to say 300. I'm going to say 5 just to be different.
Okay, so mind you, USWA drew 1,100.
Right.
In Memphis, Tennessee. WCW in Philadelphia in 1995. Mind you, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, all these guys have come into the company. They drew 900 fans.
Oh, well.
No, that's better than I expected.
Yeah,
but
me too.
That's not great.
No, it's fucking horrible.
Oh yeah, it is. It's really bad. I've been to independent shows with more than that, which is insane to think about. But however, once you go through the card, it might make a little bit more sense. So why don't you go through that, and then we can judge it then really on the numbers.
All right. So the card featured Alex Wright defeating Diamond Dallas Page, WCW Television Champion Arn Anderson defeating Johnny B. Bad by disqualification. The Nasty Boys were victorious over WCW Tag Team Champions Harlem Heat in a non-title match. Jim Duggan defeated Stunning Steve Austin. And in your main event, Randy Savage teamed up with Sting to defeat Avalanche and Big Bubba.
I hate to say it, that wasn't horrible.
No, I actually think that sounds pretty decent. Like
a little house show? Yeah.
I think I would go to that knowing that it's like a little house show and maybe not all that hurtful.
Dude,
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, okay, I guess the number does kind of surprise me, especially with Randy Savage on top like that.
Right.
Well, and don't forget, WCW's house shows tanked over a year ago. So look, they're still on the back end of like life support.
Yeah, their issue is a brand issue, I think, too.
Completely.
People in Philadelphia are like, WCW really, dude. Like, you really.
Right.
It's like there's no Hogan, there's no Flair on it. So
no, that's true. That's true.
It's like do you want Fruit Loops or Fruity-O's? Well, you want Fruit Loops, man. You want no Fruity-O's. Come on. Yeah. That's how WCW's seen at this point, I feel like.
Yeah. But I mean, I would go to it. I would go to both shows. I think that they would probably be better than WrestleMania 11. To be clear.
Well, I don't know if that's hard at this point in '95, but
I would probably just take the chance.
You got the buy rate for WrestleMania 11?
Oh, did I not?
Oh, you know what? Did we go over that? I think we went over that.
I did, but you know what? I can look it up again. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't bad. I think it was actually an improvement.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The previous year, largely because of Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, so here we go. Or no, actually it was a decline. But so WrestleMania 10, remember we got 420,000.
Yep.
Which was a decrease from WrestleMania 9 just by about 10,000. WrestleMania 11 did 340,000. That would be the lowest buy rate to this point. Yeah. I'm sorry. No, WrestleMania 4 was actually the.
Wow.
This has WrestleMania 4 as having 175.
Oh my God.
That doesn't seem right, but I guess it is.
Okay.
Apparently, the tournament for the title was not a very popular one.
Which, I can't believe coming off. Yeah, but coming off Andre Hogan, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
WrestleMania 3 only did 450,000.
I mean, for, 1986 and 1987, that's probably pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I guess technically.
So.
But yeah. So 340,000.
Okay.
Not great, but I guess it could have been a lot worse.
Well, I would have been pissed if I ordered it. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, fuck you.
I would have been as well.
Refund.
Yeah. But you know what? That's in the rear view mirror for us. We're moving on. It's basically this is usually WWF's like restart, new year. We're going to move on and see greater things. So that's what we're going to do here with April 3rd, 1995. Hopefully, during this introduction and us talking, you've got the WWE Network on, or you got your DVD that you illegally burned and you put it into your DVD player or game system, whatever you do. Or maybe you went onto a torrent site and you downloaded the complete 1995 Raw season, and you're also waiting on VLC Media to hit play so you can watch along with us. But yours might have commercials and ours doesn't.
Ooh,
so I would suggest you go on the WWE Network and just watch along with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we go. 46 minutes, 22 seconds. Once again, April 3rd, 1995. The night after WrestleMania 11, the show that we will hopefully never have to watch again, and we can maybe forget. I will count down from 5, and then I will say play, and then you will hit the play button, and then we'll watch all together and hopefully have a better experience. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's cross the line.
Wrong show, Bob. Wrong show.
Oh, shit. Sorry. God damn it. Okay, see, Austin's already picked. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
I swear to God, I thought this was going to be Raw, and I was going to be like, what the fuck?
Right. So Vince is claiming that it was sold out at WrestleMania. I don't know how accurate that was, but who knows?
Well, to be fair, they had an arena that held, 5,000 people?
Yeah, well.
We are jam-packed here.
Oh, Diesel won the admiration of Jennifer McCarthy and Pam Anderson.
Yeah, if you know what I mean, the admiration.
It's a threesome.
Oops. Yep. I love these little still shots. Like, they don't want to even give you, moving video. Because it's like they want you to spend... you want to see Yokozuna walk out of the entrance? Buy the fucking pay-per-view.
They still do it, though. That's the thing. That's something I've always realized, and I think it's kind of hilarious that they won't even show. They'll show they'll do the noise. They'll show a picture and you can hear them like, "Oh my god!" And
yeah. It's so funny.
Live from the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Hey,
great. These two got a boner because they've been there before.
Couple times, as a matter of fact, and actually, it is an excellent place for wrestling. I think.
I love that.
I peed in that bathroom at the top there. They just showed it.
Okay.
I've peed in that building, guys. I've peed there.
I just the bathroom. They showed it. All right, so we got Vince McMahon and Jim Cornette
in a beautiful mustard yellow suit.
I don't know if I would use the word beautiful, but all right.
Oh, I'd kill for that outfit right there.
Well, you know what? Send me your measurements and I'll ship it over to you.
I'll send you my measurements. All right.
Okay. That's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Vince is back with the turtleneck Raw thing. That's cool.
Where can I buy that?
Yeah, dude, I need one of them.
Oh,
guys,
shoot.
Oh my God, it's the night after WrestleMania. We're starting off with Sparky Plug. Give me the race car. I am pumped.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Is this TNA 2002 or what? Here we go.
Hey, we haven't seen him in wicked long, though.
I know. That's why I'm telling you, he's getting a push here tonight. It's the start of the rise of Bob Holly. He has been in the pits.
Oh.
Speaking of the pits, he's right there.
Oh, my God.
This is awesome.
He's gonna go for the race.
How do you get in this damn thing?
Where's the door?
What the hell? What an odd thing to just randomly show and then come back to the arena.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
What is this, tag match?
Oh, this is bullshit, dude. They were fighting. Bob Holly looked like a quitter, and 1, 2, 3 Kid was like, dude, why are you Why do you suck?
Wait, so Vince is saying, why is 1, 2, 3 Kid in there with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, did 1, 2, 3 Kid like forget his? Oh, dude, I'm not supposed to be out here yet. All right, I'm gonna.
Oh my God, they're not friends anymore.
We got to see like a bigger turn or something then, because I was just gonna say, are they gonna pretend that they weren't a team anymore? But
Oh my God, they're gonna have Shinzaki beat the fuck out of Bob Holly.
Fucking
Yes.
Hakushi.
Yes, I'm ready for this.
This is his highest profiled singles match, I think, on TV so far. Everybody else has been like against Barry Hardy or whatever.
yeah, like the job guys and stuff.
Rubs, yeah.
I'm ready.
Come on, Bob. I believe in you, Bob. I once booked you in a situation where Doink the Clown cut your brakes, and then he beat you at SummerSlam '94. But you know what? You're gonna prevail here, Sparky. All right. I have your figure. I don't have a Hakushi figure. But I
Is
have
that even a
Bob
thing?
Sparky plug. I don't think there's a Hakushi figure.
No.
I would buy that though. That would be dope.
Oh, dude, yeah. Imagine the accessories it would come with.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Heavenly Bodies one too, by the way. So come on,
that would be cool.
come on, Mattel or whatever, whoever's doing it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Give me Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Delray. Fucking
Yeah.
pissed. You had the Rock and Roll Express, but you don't got the Heavenly Bodies? I don't think so.
Good luck. Well, was there a Rock and Roll Express in Mattel? I know there was for Jax.
Well, probably Jack. I'm thinking of like the double that they did. I don't know who. I'm not, smartened up on which companies.
Yeah, I
They're
think
the
that was Jax.
Yeah, if it's the ones you're spending a lot of money on recently, Bob, those are Jax.
Then that's the ones that, I'm talking about.
Only if Jimmy Del Rey came with like the actual fuzzy chest, like fucking George Steele did.
Dude,
Well, yeah, and he would also need to have a gut.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, I had a George Animal Steel action figure that was legit covered in real hair.
It was so good.
It's disgusting.
I might still have it if you want it in your shelf.
I would rather not have that.
Okay.
What a bitch.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of bitches
Sparky
here.
plug. He just did a shoulder block, and now he kicked him in the midsection. He sent him into the ropes again. He drops down. Hakushi runs over. Drop kick to the fucking chin. Here we go. Another one. See you later, Hakushi.
See you
And then
later.
Bob just stands up and stares at him.
I feel like the Raw arenas are always like smoked out. They were like, yo, pump that fog machine up quick before we start the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because of Hakushi's entrance. It was like he's
Yeah.
coming through the clouds or whatever.
Well, I don't like it.
There was one time they did pyro. I think it was like the first episode of 95 with like Bulldog or whatever, and there was smoke the entire episode.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bulldog got like the screaming fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in a freaking like 600 person gym.
It literally was, yeah.
Ridiculous. Look at this. Bob Holly is dominating this match with a hip toss, and Mike Chioda's like, dude, chill. That's not part of the script. You're supposed to be taking these moves, not performing them.
It's 70-30, brother.
Yeah. Hakushi had to look like, what the hell's going on?
He's shooting. I want 1, 2, 3 Kid in there instead.
I think everybody would rather have that, but he has concussion problems. He's got some shit going on.
Great.
I like how though Bob Holly has him out there to combat Shinja.
Just
I
in case.
Yeah, who I don't think has done like anything to justify any kind of worry or concern. So I don't know why you'd have.
Why would they not just pair him with Fuji?
That would make the most sense.
Like,
Logically.
Fuji's not doing anything.
I feel like Bob Holly should team up with Mike Chioda because they have like the same hair.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They could be like the mullet bros.
What I would do is I'd have Fuji come out there and be like, listen, I'm not with Yokozuna anymore. He's a loser. He's lost his team.
Speaking of Yokozuna, here he comes.
I'm
Owen
with the
Hart.
new Japanese superstar.
Mr. Crossbody Bob Holly. God damn it. Owen and Yokozuna, the tag team champions, are slowly walking out for a Bob Holly match. I don't know why.
I don't like Owen and Yokozuna together. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make any sense. You're absolutely right. But I kind of like the duo. You got Owen Hart, the bumper, and you got Yoko, the enormous heel.
Yeah, he's enormous. He could hold the belt underneath his boobs.
You're not wrong. Hakushi now keeping control of the left arm after we come back from a commercial. 1, 2, 3 kids yelling at him. Come on, Bob.
Oh, fuck.
just find a way. The crowd is pretty lifeless for this because you have a loser race car driver guy against another guy that's got
no build
on his body that you can't even read.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know why they're also telling Hakushi to do like arm work when he's like a high flyer and would probably be entertaining doing that. So.
He's a strength guy. He's got a lot of like core strength.
No, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I feel like he should be doing cartwheel dives and 450s and shooting star presses.
Well, his signature is walking all four corners of the top rope and then coming down onto the guy.
So instead of like how Undertaker does it in one corner, he literally
no, he does
the
the whole
entire
ring. Yeah, he does the whole ring.
And
he goes fast too.
No one yanks him off.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You've seen it.
I think it's a legend and myth that it's just if he starts doing it, you're fucked.
Owen Hart is trying to attack 1, 2, 3 kid and he just spin kicked him. Where's Yokozuna? Is he gonna like eat him or something?
He's sitting down. He's tired from the walk to the ring.
Oh, here's Yoko. He's slowly coming over.
I know. What the hell?
Ever so fast. Look at him. The speed here of Yokozuna. Owen Hart's been begging on for about 35 seconds and waiting for Yokozuna to just mosey on over.
To do his, hey, you gonna remember your spot, bud, or what?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 kid and Owen Hart kind of have like a nice little rivalry going on.
Oh, my God. It took him that long just to kick him.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
From behind. That is hilarious. It took him that long to do that. He's not running over for 1, 2, 3 kid. Screw that. Bob Holly shoving Hakushi off the middle rope. What is he going to do? Probably not anything successfully.
Crossbody?
No clothesline.
Oh. Should have been a crossbody.
Come on, Bob.
This is turning into just what is going on here?
I'm really confused about why Yoko and Owen are cheering for Hakushi. Like, is this going to be some kind of new stable or something? I don't know what's going on. It would make sense, like you were saying.
Maybe.
No, I want Fuji just with fucking Hakushi. And he's mad and he thinks Yoko sucks now. So now they're even bigger heels because they hate other heels. And then Hakushi and Brett fight because it's like, well, Yokozuna couldn't beat Brett, but this guy can.
Bob High with a backdrop. Oh, he almost won.
With a backdrop.
The crowd is really not interested at all. I'm really trying to hype this up more than what it is. Drop kick again. That's the third one of the match. Third time's a charm. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on.
Man.
Hakushi's barely got any offense in it. It kind of sucks.
Well, I'm telling you, the flow for this match has been pretty disappointing because he hasn't been able to do anything exciting. He's doing arm breakers.
He's bumping, yeah.
Well, of course. He needs help from Yokozuna on a fucking trip. What is this?
You're telling me the ref didn't see that trip?
That was it.
Oh, my God.
What?
Hakushi wins with a running senton splash?
What the hell?
That was kind of a disappointment.
Owen Hart looks like he's pissed that he's out there right now.
1, 2, 3 kid is still selling a kick to the lower back that entire time.
It was a savate kick, so fuck you.
Does Yokozuna have like bricks on his fucking feet? That
you want to get kicked by Yokozuna, motherfucker?
I would rather get kicked than leg dropped or fucking bonsai dropped. I'll tell you that.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
I'm surprised that Yokozuna could lift his leg that high.
Well, it wasn't too close on camera, so what does that tell you?
You're right. Maybe he didn't even hit him at all.
We are time check here. 12 minutes, 2, 3, 4 seconds. Look at that. You can get the WrestleMania t-shirt, the hat, the fucking VHS, the football jersey, the LT airbrush. Come on. What more do you need?
There you go. Another WrestleMania report or whatever with
Great.
Todd. He's just going to tell us everything. He's going to tell us everything that happened and then be like, you can buy the encore.
And then he's going to get cut off by music and be like, oh, I guess it's time to get back to the action.
Oh, it's Jim Ross.
Oh, shit.
Todd Penkel's been fired. Oh, no.
They didn't want to use Todd this week, folks, because he can use his whole face. I'm Jim Ross.
Wow. Okay.
I'm here doing this because Vince McMahon hates me. And he hates me because I've been eating that Blue Chew. And let me tell you, I have a hard on all the time. I saw Jenny McCarthy, and I fucking blew my load thanks to Bruce.
Okay, then. I gotta tell you, every time I see Jim Ross, two things come to mind. Number one, Kane burning his ass.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That's like number one.
That's like one of the funniest segments that he's being burned. You can clearly tell it's like a robotic Jim. Oh my god! Oh my god! And like the next,
he's just
he
laying
comes out,
there
he's like, I'm
lifeless.
fine.
Yeah. So that's number one. Number two is when he gets in the ring and break dances with Jerry Lawler in like 2011 or whatever it is.
Oh, man.
Dude, holy fuck.
No, my favorite memory is when he gets drafted to SmackDown and he didn't know it was going to happen. And they bring the camera over to him and he's like, wow, all right, well, that sucks. Going to SmackDown. Looks like I'm working Tuesdays now. All right, see you later.
Fuck. So yeah, I really enjoy those moments in time.
Distraught Bam Bam Bigelow.
I like how he's just standing in front of a WrestleMania banner.
A wicked old one.
Yeah, the budget was low for this little segment. What is Bam Bam wearing? What is that fucking collared shirt he's got on?
He's sad, okay? He's sad he lost.
What is this, a funeral?
Well, the Undertaker is standing behind him, so he's probably dead.
Bam Bam, your career may rest in peace. Come with me to the unemployment
He
office.
looks like he is about to cry. What
Right?
was that about? He doesn't know where he stands. Is that? Yeah, all right. So that's in reference to his corporation. He doesn't know where he stands with Ted.
Fired.
Well, yeah, judging by what Ted was saying. I can't believe this fucking bozo lost to a football player. I just spent $3 million on this asshole and he already lost. That's Tatanka's job, is to lose all the time. What the hell, Bam Bam?
Oh, they're trying to get Piper in there so you'll buy it, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but again, they're already telling me everything that happened. I already know Bam Bam lost, so why the fuck would I tune in?
You might be a really big Roddy Piper mark and want to see him.
Yeah, all right, great. And then I'd be pissed off when all he does is, what do you say? What do you say?
And they're not even saying like, oh, okay, Bam Bam lost. Jim Ross right now is literally talking about the action as if he's watching the match live. Okay, he reversed a maneuver, and then he twisted him around, and then he quit. It's just like, okay, you literally just spelled out the ending.
You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I've decided. I'm going to reach out to Jim Ross and Conrad. I'm going to ask Jim Ross to read me play-by-play of WrestleMania 11, move by move, as if it is today that it's happening.
Ask him if he thinks it sucks.
And I want to close my eyes and picture it as if I have never seen it before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be great.
I like it. I like that idea.
How much do you think that would cost me? $20?
20,000.
No, $20. If I were to give Jim Ross $20, he'd do it.
He don't need your $20, dude.
Well, then why do they have a fucking ad-free show bullshit that you would have to give them up to $100 a month for goddamn content?
Hey, Big Daddy Cool.
Big Cool Daddy's coming on out to the ring. WWF World Champion Diesel.
Is it crickets right now or what?
It's surprisingly not a huge ovation.
Yeah, no, it's not very loud. They're like, yay.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to cheer for this guy. All
Yay,
right.
the tall guy.
Recently,
Vinny Vegas and Oz and the other Master Blaster dude. Yeah.
Jesus. When I was on the IcoPod Twitter recently, I saw a post that was like, why is like 1995 so frowned upon and like not liked? And there was more than one comment that said Diesel is champion. I mean,
yeah, that's usually what it is. Speaking of the IcoPod Twitter, if you see like stupid shit that's posted, it's probably Dallas.
What?
Oh.
I do not post stupid shit on there.
I
know
know
that's not true.
You're the one that puts all the work on it and how we got all the followers and shit. It's called Ribbon.
I'll go on and do like a rapid blast, but
I
don't stay on there too long. I don't know. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to blame Diesel for like the slump. I mean, yeah, he's limited.
Yeah, but he's not a good champion either, though.
He just comes off as less than, which kind of sucks because there's really no reason for it. I really honestly think it's the way that he's been just so unnaturally pushed to the point where it's like, okay, if you really want us to like this guy this bad, we don't like him.
Well, that's a very common theme in the WWE. They love to push people in your face, and if the crowd's not ready for it, they're like, well, too bad. You got to like him anyways. Here's the belt.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with this for the next 5 years.
Right.
Literally. I mean, it's very, very common theme. So it doesn't surprise me.
No. Diesel
but I mean,
here is noting that if Sid didn't get involved in terms of like pulling the reference of it, there could have been a different result. So he's kind of hinting that maybe Shawn Michaels was the better man, but Diesel kind of fucked him over.
That's interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what. I definitely noticed that he's dyed his hair and his goatee for the WrestleMania season.
He for sure has, yeah.
Because it's looking pretty dark.
Yeah.
So.
Has Big Kev really been gray this long, though? Or is it just darker in general?
I think it's just darker.
It's just darker.
I feel like I'm noticing it now, too, but I can't remember what it looked like before too much, I guess, which is weird.
More brown. I feel like it was more brown.
That
Yeah,
psycho bodyguard of yours is not your friend. So he's telling Shawn Michaels, Sid, he's not your friend.
Do we really want a Sid Diesel feud though?
I'm gonna go with the no.
It's like, what are you gonna get out of that?
I would rather the lights go out, and then you see a red mist in the air, and it's Quang. He's all set and ready to go to savant kick Diesel's head off.
Right, so Diesel just pretty much pointed to the fact that Shawn Michaels is going to get a rematch, and he said, leave Sid at home. Don't bring him to the rematch. So that's kind of weird, because why would Shawn get a rematch? He lost.
Because he wants a rematch.
Well, I guess, but that's just... Oh, yay, this match looks great.
Fucking
Eli Powers first, well done.
God damn it.
Alundra
Blayze has got her clothes on. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's right. Ooh. Jump.
Do you see that kick? What the hell? Tony just friggin'
Jizzed.
Yeah, well, I was trying to think of a funnier way to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta tell you that Sid here, if he gets stuck with Diesel, instead of somebody he can just basically kill and destroy, I'm gonna be kind of bummed. It's like a waste of Sid.
Well, Diesel doesn't... I feel like he doesn't work with, bigger guys.
Okay,
this is a
bizarre commercial. WWF
in a class of
its own, yeah. And there was a comment there that one of the ladies made, and that was said, "I wish the WWF was on every day of the week," which now it is basically. So
I do not wish for that. The Allied powers with two children holding up the respective flags here. Well,
I really feel bad.
They're probably gonna lose.
I really feel bad for Lex Luger, man. He's got such the short end of the stick ever since leaving. He needs to go back to WCW. He needs to get the fuck out of this company.
Well, you know what? He was given every opportunity to get over. And I think he just failed. I think he dropped the ball. I mean, when you're in a segment where you're wearing a suit and you have to say USA, and instead of USA, you say UFA.
Oh.
You don't even know the initials of the country you live in.
Well, I was just going to say, is it his fault he didn't get over, or was it the way they used him?
It's probably a mixture of both, but I feel like he wasn't connecting with the fans anyway. What happened with Lex Luger is he should have just beaten Yokozuna at SummerSlam 93.
To me, here's how I feel about it. I feel like if the booking was actually behind him like they pretended they were, we'd see a very different Lex Luger in 1995. I don't blame it solely on the booking, but I think it plays way bigger of a factor than his lack of charisma does. I think that's an excuse. So I don't know. I do think that Lex got the short end of the stick. I do think that he could have been utilized better and probably should have stayed a heel longer.
Oh my God. Did you just see that?
Yeah, that was bad.
So Bulldog does a picture perfect
wrestling.
That was... And then Luger tries to do the same one to Timothy Well, and he does not get him up at all.
And then he just the shittiest clothesline to get him over the rope, the top rope to the outside.
That was nice.
Is it just like is Lex? Oh Jesus. Is he just like not care, or is he just like?
What was that pin attempt? He like awkwardly hooked his leg or something. I don't even know what that was.
Well, he also almost ripped that thong up on the ass even more than it is, which is hard to believe. But
I mean, Lex Luger is just so awkward and just not good at all. What was that? 1, 2, 3 kick, like spinning heel kick.
Right on his fucking cheekbone, he just got kicked.
Well, for some reason there.
Well, I've also heard, though, that Bulldog would rib him.
America's best tag team.
How's this going to say, yeah? The old-fashioned jumping over my partner and then splashing my opponent over the ropes.
Sort of. He did it really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Shelton Benjamin at least got plenty of air over Charlie Oz when he did that. But what are you talking about? Bulldog would rib him. Like, how would he rib him?
To make Lex look like shit. So Bulldog would lift the guy up like easy nothing.
Oh, Owen. Owen would do that.
Oh, Owen did it to Bulldog?
So, like, Owen would go up easy for Bulldog. Like, no problem.
Yeah.
And then Lex would try to do the same one, and then Owen would be like a fucking sack of potatoes.
Oh, that's funny.
So he'd make Bulldog look like $1 million.
So I have a feeling that might have caught on in the locker room, maybe.
Oh, that might have, yeah. Luger with his ever awkward looking Bulldog or face buster thing.
Is all of his moves awkward? Like, I feel like
yes.
Like, he doesn't do anything that's like, oh shit, that was awesome. Like, he just kind of like, he's there.
His
he looks
punches are
cool.
horrible. His kicks are awful. His selling
is
going
bad.
like,
his clotheslines.
Nothing about
slams.
Lex Luger has a good body, and that's about it.
I was gonna say he's like a body guy. That's it. He can't do shit.
Yeah.
He's just very static. So it's like
he's just a stiff body. He doesn't like.
Yeah, right. There's nothing fluid about Lex Luger.
Statue. He's like an action figure that doesn't bend. It's like one of those stiff clay ones that you can't really do anything with.
Oh yeah, like the
That's
LJ
him.
Evans.
Yeah. That's him.
To where Bulldog is a body guy, but he can work.
Yeah, he's moving pretty good in this match right now.
When he's in the right mind frame, I guess I should.
What is that? Are they doing like a heart attack thing, but with a forearm?
Yeah, he's gonna hit him with his metal forearm, guys.
Yeah. Is that really what they're doing? That's
yes. That's yeah.
That was kind of lame, to be honest with you.
Crowd kind of popped for it though.
I like them as a team.
I don't like that finish though. That's kind of.
No, because it makes Bulldog like, oh, all he did was hold him up.
Well, it's not that. It's just like you're using the Hart Foundation finisher.
Well,
or like, a different version.
What the
here's
hell?
the fucking fireworks again. How is this not a fire? That building is not really that big to be doing this.
I love that Bulldog exclusively. Oh, up next we got Alundra Blayze and Bull Nakano. Hopefully that's
for the
just
title.
As good. Yeah, as we've seen the last
WrestleMania 11, but what do I know?
Right. I love that Bulldog has basically blown the entire fireworks budget himself.
Ugh. The man is awesome. Big Daddy cool. He's awesome. New generation rules.
We're getting a shot of all the celebrities from WrestleMania plugging it here.
I feel like this guy actually really had a good time.
Yeah, no, this dude that probably.
He's like, dude, this is fucking amazing. Wrestling is real. It's great. I can't believe all the shit I saw. Like, amazing.
I like how they keep going closer and for backing up from these people, like back and forth, like the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, boys. And they cut him off, and
they cut him off on a taped promo. Like, get out of this.
It's the show excitement, man.
Yeah. All right, well, Bull Nakano's in the ring, so that's usually not a good sign for her. She's the women's champion, and she's not getting an entrance?
That's really, really crazy to me. She's also not facing the hard cam.
Yeah, that's why she's in there without an entrance.
It's like a
the challenger gets this. Oh, my God. Whoa. Harlem Heat's coming out. Oh, it's Alundra Blayze.
Holy shit, they got right up underneath her.
Yeah, what was that about? All right, so I'm assuming a title change is happening here.
Nakano is so good. So good.
Well, I'm a Alundra Blayze fan. She's the type of girl, like, she's like the MILF on, like, Pornhub. Where you're like, yeah, I'm going to fucking rail my stepmom right now.
You've been watching way too much Sunny, buddy. Way.
Yeah, do you have any
too
inside
much.
info on that OnlyFans page?
Oh, he's
no,
got
but
the inside.
Once
Oh,
I
he
pay
does.
off some stuff, I'm going to free up some money, and I'm going to do it.
Well, Nakano was starting.
And then,
us
you know what I'll
hot.
do? I'll sign up for it, and then I'll print them out. Print out the pictures using my new printer that actually works. Blayze with the head scissors. Or Hurricanrana, I guess, off of the middle rope there. Okay. Nakano said, fuck you, here's a clothesline.
I just think it's so weird that they barely showcase the women, but there is a women's championship. Like, that's really weird to me. Holy crap.
Alundra probably just broke her nose on that.
Maybe, yeah, that was nuts.
But yeah, they have a women's championship, and they, again, just face planted her on the mat. But yeah, they don't really highlight her. They're just.
Well, I know we've talked about it before.
I feel like they forget about her. Like every 8 weeks, they're just like, oh shit, we got a women's champion. We got to put her out there for something. And they call up like a local wrestling girl, like, hey, Heidi Lee Morgan, we know you live on the Northeast. You want to make that drive?
Want to make that drive?
Yeah, that'd be great. Nakano is like making Alundra Blayze into a pretzel with his leg lock. Her foot is about to touch the back of her head.
It's almost a stretch muffler.
I was
Almost.
just gonna say it's like a stretch muffler without it around the neck.
Right, but I'm pretty sure her leg doesn't bend that way.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I could be wrong.
I feel like the WWF lets their women's championship get highlighted more off of their TV than they do on it. Like, because they'll bring it to Japan and they'll do all this shit with it, and then it's like it's on Raw every 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they don't do it. Because like these girls have like decent matches.
And they lay it all on the line. Like, when they're out there, they're like, let's have a fucking wicked good match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware that it's really only Nakano and Blayze, but they have like fun matches.
Well, and I'll tell you what, if you're going to build a division around two women in 1993, 1994, 1995, these are the ones you pretty much want to use.
Well, you know what? I would have, doing this, I would have kept Sherry and Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would be a good 4.
Yeah.
Just circling it out. Alundra Blayze like going on her Hulk Hogan mode here. She dropped Nakano here with a standing heel kick. Looks like she's going to the middle rope for a missile drop kick to the breasts, and then she's gonna go to the other corner, probably for another one. Yep, she did.
Yep, straight to the breast.
That should do it. No, that's a 2 count. Nakano must have implants, so that probably didn't hurt her.
Okay.
Sunset flip. Oh, bonsai dropped.
Yeah.
2 count only. Kind of looking like she's going for the Scorpion Deathlock. Not going to call it the sharpshooter because that's Brett's move.
Oh, shoot.
Now
Look
she's
at this.
making. Oh, my Lord.
I'd like to have Bull Nakano in that position.
It's like a standing bow and arrow camel clutch looking type of move here. What the hell is going on? Blayze isn't giving up.
Oh, she fucking Charlie horsed her leg and she didn't even sell it.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh,
Oh.
Kano
Pile
with a
driver.
pile driver. That should do it. 1-0. Jerry Lawler's pissed. No one kicks out of the pile driver.
No.
Oh, I thought you meant he was pissed because these girls aren't 13.
Wow. Oh.
You know what? You guys, okay, nice drop kick sending Nakano to the floor. Oh my God, Alundra's gonna go for a shooting star press. Watch out, Billy Kidman. Okay, no, crossbody.
A shooting star press.
Crossbody to the floor. Instead, Nakano says, "Fuck you, I ain't selling shit for you." Powerbomb.
Oh.
2 count. Blayze was probably gonna go for a Frankensteiner, and then Nakano was like, "I'm not gonna roll over for you." scoop slam. She just yelled something in Japanese, probably like "I love America," but in Japanese, and then she's gonna go for a top rope leg drop, and she just murdered Alundra Blayze. 1, 2. She just kicked out of the finish.
Holy shit!
Is this WrestleMania? We're kicking out of finishers now. This is ridiculous.
That's what I mean with these guys, though. They fucking tear it down every time.
Yeah, this has been a good match. Oh, Blayze counters a German suplex. Roll up for 2. We're getting a double feature here, basically showing the match twice. The amount of footage here.
Standing switch. Oh, she elbows her way out of it.
Oh, Blayze with a German suplex.
Hey.
That's her finisher. She just kicked out of that.
That was nice.
What's going on here? Oh, she's going to go for another one. She got another one.
Holy shit.
Another kick out. She didn't really kick out. She more or less kind of rolled over, but you get the idea.
I like
Cornette just said Nakano weighs 250 pounds. I don't think that's accurate.
No, he said that more than once. 255 he even said.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
And then they go, yeah, she's got almost a 200-pound advantage over Blayze. So how much does Alundra Blayze? 50 pounds?
Jeez. Nakano missed a suicide dive. German suplex on the floor, but you can't win on the floor, Blayze. That's like the third German suplex?
Yeah.
Doing here. Oh, no counter. Oh. Blayze just got sent butt first into the ring steps here.
I'm surprised they just did a ring step spot with these two girls.
Yeah. All right, back in the ring, Nakano. Probably going to finish her off here. Oh, another scoop slam. A moonsault. Does Nakano do a moonsault? I don't even know. Apparently. But
had to
here's
blow her
a
knees
fourth
out.
German suplex.
That's it.
And that one does it.
Whoa. The crowd just was wicked loud for that.
That was a good match.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
That was good.
New champ.
Yeah, I hate women's wrestling, but these girls deliver every time. That was good.
I need to get more Nakano tapes.
That was the best match of 1995 on TV so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree with that, to be honest.
Might be the best match, regardless. Better than anything on pay-per-view.
The crowd always gets so invested in their matches, too. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, good for Alundra Blayze. She is the women's champion again. That must mean that Nakano was probably out, if I had to guess. She's probably not sticking around.
Yeah. That was probably just a formality to get the belt off her, so she could go.
That's right. What is this?
What the hell is this? Who's that?
I don't know, but
Hogan.
we're going to a commercial, so we don't. Oh, it said stay with us.
It's the Fiend. That's why the red light's on. Oh, here we go.
Who the fuck? Is this just a no-name broad or what?
Oh, I think I know who it is, but what is this? Oh, just dropped her face.
Well, this is why she was celebrating in red dark lights.
Well, it was a long celebration too. Vince doesn't know for so long.
That?
I know who it is. You want me to tell you who it is?
No.
Well, Alundra Blayze just got massacred.
Yeah, she got knocked out.
Oh my God, is it the Ultimate Warrior?
No.
Oh, okay. I saw face paint.
Alundra Blayze.
It's another Japanese girl?
You want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
No.
No or yes?
No.
No?
Dallas doesn't want to know, so no.
I feel like I might know who it is, but when it's revealed, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. But
well, you know what?
couldn't see
Knowing
her
the
face.
women's division, we won't find out for about 9 weeks
well, that's a great point.
because they don't follow up really on the women here. We're getting stills here again. We tell you everything that happened, but how about you give us another $39.99 and we'll give you the actual video footage of it. Oh, what Piper hosted?
Look at Piper trying to sell it here.
Yeah. Oh,
That
next
was
Tuesday.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta
So
wait a
they
week anyway.
Yeah, so they mentioned that, which is like, no, I really don't want to watch it.
What is this? Men on a mission. They're in the ring.
Quick time check
Oh.
here. We're at 38, 07, 8, 9, 10.
Are these guys? Oh, I think they're heels now, aren't they?
Yeah,
Because
oh yeah, they are.
It's official.
When didn't they? It looks like they dyed their hair. Did they not?
Yeah, sure did. Because before they were blonde. Yeah, Cornette's
Yep.
talking about how they turned on the fans and they beat up the Smoking Guns. They should have been in the WrestleMania 11 tag title match if they
Right.
had any sense, but they didn't. They have a different type of like attitude. They're just like fucking doing it.
I really
kinda-
hate they're still wearing the stupid outfits.
Wow. Yeah. But you know what? I feel like I kind of dig them as heels right now because they got more intensity. They're not like joking around and being like, "Whoop, there it is."
Yeah.
I don't know. They need like a black and gold or something. That purple. No.
Christ, Mabel just murdered that guy with a sidewalk slam.
Huge. Yeah.
I'm really digging the intensity though these guys have.
He just throws him to the corner. The next guy tags in.
Yeah, and then
That was
Mabel just
awful.
throws a spinning heel kick. You gotta stop doing that move. He never really hits it.
Well, here's the thing. They work when the guy's in the corner, but when he's running on a fucking Irish whip, no. It doesn't work.
Yeah. A lot of tags here.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I think they're just trying to keep Mo out of the ring as much as they fucking can.
Probably. Well, Mabel just splashed Tony Roy in the corner.
Oh, we've seen Tony Roy before.
Yep. Mabel with a belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh.
It's got to do it. Yeah. Cool.
Yoko does it better.
Well, yeah. Shane Douglas does it better than them, too. All right. Well, that was quick. Harmless. I'm liking the... I'm liking this. Look at Mabel. He looks fucking pissed. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I like that.
Holy shit, I know where this is. Hunters Creek, downtown Orlando. This is a golf course here.
Yeah, they're giving away a house in your house. And this
No
is the
shit,
house
really?
And this is the house they're giving away.
Well, I think that someone who might live in Orlando should maybe go try to find this house and take a picture.
That
All the
would
houses
be-
in Orlando do look like that. I love Hunters Creek. Hunters Creek's beautiful.
Maybe I'll move to Orlando and I'll live in that house.
Shit, if I could find the house and it was up for sale, I'd buy the fucking thing. They all look like that. That's how all those houses look. A big garage with a big arch in the front.
Mm.
That's so funny. Hunters Creek is an expensive place to live, so that house might not have been cheap.
We're getting our first promo for In Your House.
That was a cool promo too. They showed like cool pictures and stuff. Cool video. Send postcard with name, age, and address, phone number to WWF In Your House. P.O. Box 7406, Melville, New York, 11775.
Entries must be received by May 12, 1995.
Do you think we can still enter?
They didn't blur it out, so I don't see how not.
That's true, right.
Mm.
I'm going to send that. I should mail it out. Hi, yeah, I'm here for the free house.
Are you still giving it away at Hunters Creek? They'd be like, what are you fucking talking about?
What if I sent that and they were just like, wow, maybe this guy like is mentally unstable. We'll just give him the house and like.
Oh, I was gonna say you mail the postcard to the P.O. box and they just mail you back keys.
Nah.
It's all yours, buddy. Nobody fucking sent in a letter. Nobody thought they would win. We've been waiting. Congratulations. Oh, here's Shawn Michaels with Psycho Sid. Psycho is sweating a lot.
Yeah.
Or he just dumped water all over himself. He hasn't really done anything.
I think Sean should drop his gimmick and become Psycho Sean.
The Mid-Hudson Civic Center is air conditioned, so Sid really doesn't have an excuse for being all sweaty looking. But Sean does. I mean, this is kind of weird that the crowd has not really been all that pumped up for the people coming out. Shawn doesn't get a strong reaction or anything.
His gear is fucking awesome, though.
It looks updated.
Yeah. I really don't like the cabbie hats, though. Those really just don't work for me.
Yeah,
Shawn can pull them off, though, I feel like.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. Put it on Sid.
Now we're talking.
He just looks grumpy with a cabbie hat on. He's literally, it's dripping off of his chin.
He's mad, dude. He just ate 3 Baconators. That's why he's sweating.
Oh, you know what? Is it sweat or is it Shawn?
The
It's
essence
all over his
Shawn. Yeah.
Oh, Shawn. He had trouble focusing on the match.
What do you think Sid thinks about when he's just standing there?
Where am I? What am I doing?
Why is Shawn wearing a cabbie hat? That looks a lot like my cabbie hat.
I feel like what he's doing, it's just softball. Softball.
Home runs.
Making the bases.
Don't jump off the middle rope. Might snap my leg.
Softball.
Shawn wants a rematch. Sid's like, yeah. Just so you can lose again. Oh, Shawn's going to win. And
Bull.
he will do it. And Sid's like, he sure will, because he's my guy. He's my boy.
I like when Sid flexes his jaw muscles like a fucking... He does have a very pronounced jawline.
He does. Shawn is saying he can live his life perfectly fine without a bodyguard.
And Sid looks pissed that he just said that, especially
He doesn't
pissed.
need one.
Sid's like, then why you wasting my fucking time, boy?
He doesn't need a bodyguard that cost him the world championship. So, as far as the rematch, Sid doing him a favor in this rematch. He's giving Sid the night off. And Sid's like, listen here, you son of a bitch.
No, he said stupid little puke.
Yeah, but I'm saying stupid little bitch.
Sid gets cheered immediately.
Yeah. Face turn. This is the one we wanted. Vince is saying they gotta go to commercial.
What the fuck?
As he still holds the microphone near him.
Yeah, and still talks to him.
You don't give me the night off.
He wants respect. And if you don't, he'll
What?
kick his stinking.
Um,
Okay, we
What
come back from
the
commercial.
fuck?
Shawn is laid out. Sid was standing on top of him, and now Diesel ran out and punched him. to
he
Lord,
punches
and
Sid. He falls out of the
that's
ring, and what the heck?
Sid no-sold the fuck out of it. He just went out of the ring and walked away.
That's how it goes off the air. Is we come back from commercial, and Sid has apparently murdered Shawn Michaels, and then Diesel ran out, and that's it. So we don't see how it happened.
That was dumb.
I love that he no-sold Diesel.
Well, yeah. Who cares?
That's awesome.
Diesel's a weak ass champion. Nobody cares about that guy.
Obviously, Sid doesn't care because he's like, yeah, I'm just going to walk out after you need me in the gut 4 times.
Yeah. All right. So you know how the night after WrestleMania has kind of been like the restart. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the first time that's really applied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree.
Because you have Hakushi kind of getting some shine as a heel, and then you have the women's title match changing hands.
Yep.
Man on a Mission, their little heel duo kind of maybe being the second half of the year top heel duo, whichever the case is. And then clearly, I mean, I don't think it's clearly not supposed to be a face turn for Sid, but for all intents and purposes for us, it's a face turn for Sid. Probably
Sure.
a face turn for Shawn Michaels to close out the show. So quite a bit of development here.
Yeah,
Why
no,
not?
I would agree with you. And I think It makes me breathe a little bit easier knowing that it's not going to be business as usual. Hopefully, too much more. I mean, I know we're going to get those same episodes, and I know we're going to get those same ones, and it's like, oh, fucking A, what is this shit? Is this 1986? But I think for the most part, we are on the up and up. And this episode tells me that. So I think if anything else, I'm feeling more optimistic coming out of this episode than I was going into WrestleMania 11. So I do think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I thought this was actually a pretty solid show overall.
Yeah.
Because for the rarity of what we've seen with Raw, I feel like every segment actually served a purpose.
And it flew by.
Yeah, it really did. So and like I've been saying is I feel like after WrestleMania 11, the TV in terms of like featured matches and stuff like that, there isn't a lot of like, oh boy, like why are we doing that? I kind of feel like that gets a lot stronger kind of moving forward. Like there's more interest in things. Like they didn't tell us what's going on next week at all.
Right.
That's a really good point. And
So
usually
we
they
don't-
kind of have been.
Yeah, like, so we don't know what's going on next week, but I feel like they get a lot stronger compared to 93 and 94 from here on for 95. So I'm actually pretty optimistic about it. And that's why you can probably see that my energy for this show was drastically different than WrestleMania 11 when I was just like, hey guys, welcome to the fucking show. This is going to suck for the next 2.5 hours. This for 46 minutes or whatever, it flew by. Like I thought this was a really good show overall.
Well, just less fluff.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah, for sure.
So does that mean you also enjoy it, Dallas? You're not really giving me much information.
Yeah, well, when you don't, you just talked a lot. So,
You know what? Says the guy with 15 pages of notes, you son of a bitch.
Anyway, no, I think the show was good. I think my favorite part was the women's match, to be honest.
Sure.
I think the match was really fun. I mean, seeing Sid finally, him and Shawn like finally come to a head, I think is something we knew was going to happen anyways.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like, I'm glad it kind of played out, but I'm really disappointed they went to commercial when.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, that's just bad like timing.
I'm wondering if maybe they'll show us what happened during the commercial next week or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting. But then we're also getting with Diesel in the mix there too. It's almost like there's two stories going on simultaneously.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. I mean, really, the only like negative thing with the show was the opening match, just because it was kind of like weird that Bob Holly was getting all that offense in, and then Yokozuna and Owen are randomly out there too.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I think I can overlook that part with the rest of the show. Like I think it worked.
Yeah, I think this is a really good restart coming out of WrestleMania 11.
And it's also kind of making me optimistic, not only for, I guess, singles feuds, but if you look at the tag teams, like usually you get one tag team match or one tag team segment. Right now, it seems like they're kind of trying to stir the pot up a little bit because now you have, of course, Well Done as your team kind of to get squashed. You have Yoko and Owen, who are obviously either entangled with or about to entangle with Bob Holly and 1-2-3 Kid. You have Power and Glory, or the Allied Powers, I'm sorry. So they're finally starting to mix it up a little bit. And then you turn, what's their face's heel there, Men on a Mission. So that's kind of nice too. You're not going to just get the same, smoking guns, heavenly bodies match all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, I love those matches, but it's going to be nice to see some more of a Rolodex of teams being switched in and out, which I do hope that we get.
Now, this makes me wonder if Owen and Yoko have the titles for a long time, because this kind of makes me feel like Men on a Mission could be the next team, and I don't think they're going to do a heel versus heel team
Right.
title match. So,
I don't think they will. I think both of them kind of have their own spots to fill. I do think Yoko's window is coming to a close. Even with this tag team, I think Yoko's days are numbered as far as WWF career goes. So I don't see it lasting too long. And I honestly hope it doesn't, just because Owen has so much more to do than being a tag team with Yokozuna.
Well, you know what? I would honestly probably have them lose the belts In Your House and then kind of allow them to go back to being singles. Because Diesel, for instance, if Diesel's going to have a reign, we might get a Diesel Yoko match at some point just to kind of fill a void.
Yeah.
You know, Diesel Owen again. I don't know if they've...
Sure.
I think they did on Action Zone, but I feel like they're just better as a singles than a duo. Although as a duo makes sense a little bit in terms of the different styles, but it's just so thrown together and random that it's just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that'll help too. I think freeing up more star power or bringing in more star power is just going to help. There's nothing that it can hurt at this point, unless it's star power from 1987 that we don't need. So, you know, I do hope we get more new faces rather than recycled faces, because really for 94, yeah, we got a decent amount of new faces, but those faces didn't stick around as long as a guy like King Kong Bundy did, or, you know, all these other old-timey Bob Backlund fucking guys. So I hope that trend dies too with 1994 in that last year, in that last WrestleMania calendar year. So we'll see.
All right. Well, Dallas, what are your... do you have any other thoughts for this episode? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can really add anything additional that you guys didn't or that I didn't already say. I think that it can only get better from here. And I'm glad that we're ending this episode without saying, shit, next week's going to suck again.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's the first time in at least a month.
Right.
So I think it's good. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, what is also good is that we're 5 weeks away from the first In Your House.
That's exciting.
Wow. Yeah.
Instead of having to do like 8 or 9, we have 5.
Cool.
It should be a quick turnaround, so it should be fun to see what they do.
Are we gonna see Little Bob on the tape?
I doubt it.
Mm.
I mean, I was on the floor, but I was like 20 rows in by the guard railing. So you're probably not going to see me. Maybe like my hand would somehow be. I feel like that's not really.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that show, mostly because I don't know if I've seen it from top to bottom in its complete form. I don't know for sure, and so and the fact that it is, you know, first one was right here in Syracuse. I think that's pretty awesome. So
yeah, I was there live as a young child.
I don't think I've ever seen it at all. Any of it.
Well, you will be in about 5 weeks.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that, because I don't know. I guess when I go back to watch stuff through just to enjoy it and watch stuff, I always I don't know, I forget about the In Your Houses. I mean, DX, yeah, right. But I don't know. I just always, those aren't the first things that jump to my mind.
Yeah. And like we've noted before too, like the In Your Houses, at least for a little while, are 2 hours.
Right.
So those will be kind of not as long of episodes either.
So. Right.
Also, I just want to give you guys an update about our bonus episodes. We will eventually get to Halloween Havoc 94, just for kind of like scheduling conflicts because of like the reopening in Orlando. Austin's schedule has been a little bit wonky, to say the least.
Yeah, no, it's been really, really rough. And like usually I can guarantee weekends off and all this stuff, but my schedule and sleep schedule has still not gone back to normal. Like the other night I was up till 5:30 in the morning. So, you know, I'm hoping that soon, maybe come first couple weeks of July, we're kind of back on a routine. But just for the time being, I have like one day off every couple of days, and it's never on the weekends, or at least hasn't been in the last like 3 weeks. So it's been rough, but yeah, I'm hoping to get back on a schedule. I do have a move coming up, so I will be moving locations within the couple of weeks. So a lot of different stuff going on just as far as scheduling, but yeah, hopefully we can be back to our regularly scheduled programs shortly.
Yeah. So if it's a little while before we get to WCW again, don't worry, we'll get there, because we definitely want to see 95 WCW. because let me tell you,
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
some funny shit.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And also remember, check out the TNA Cross the Line podcast that Dallas and I have started, and I'm sure that we'll be plastering that on IcoPod, at least, originally, to get anybody that wants to follow along.
Sure.
Follow us on the respective social medias for that.
Yep, Twitter, Facebook, same things as IcoPod. And if you don't follow IcoPod on Twitter yet, give us a follow because we're more active than ever on there, and I think it's been a lot of fun. And being able to interact more. Even just Bob teasing the announcement of our new podcast was on Twitter, and we did not share that on Facebook. So
Right.
it's just even things like that. You might catch something you didn't expect on our Twitter page.
Right.
So
Although I
give
do
us a follow.
believe I kind of posted that on the wrong account. But sometimes I
That's
forget
okay.
to switch over.
We shared
But you
it.
know what? I kept it there. It doesn't matter.
It worked out.
So if you want to see mistakes made on social media, go to the IcoPod page. Maybe I'll put some political stuff on there that I don't.
No.
But I'll just put it on that. Okay.
Only wrestling.
Biden 2020.
Oh my God.
But whoever else is,
Putin 2020, baby.
do it.
Oh,
Ventura,
God.
it's a conspiracy, brother.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'll agree with that one.
But all right, my excitement level is back for IcoPod. So hopefully you guys listening are also enthused.
It's only been a year and a half.
It's only taken so long. But all right, for Dallas Greeley and for Austin Skinner, I am Bob Collins Jr. And this has been IcoPod.
You gotta hear it.